So hello guys, welcome to SteveKnows. I am back and I've been working hard in the background with life, but it's good to be back and see what's been going on in the virtual reality space. I hope you guys are doing well. So I won't be covering a lot of last week's news as I'm sure you would have been caught up with some other great YouTubers. So enough chin wagging, let's get started. So let's start off with saving money, some lovely discounts. Indie devs, they struggle to get their games showcased and for people to try out their games, as there are so many new titles being added constantly to SideQuest and App Lab. It just gets lost in this sea of content. I showed a lab surprise before where it had Easter eggs, which gave you a big discount on 3 titles from these platforms. But there is now VR Collection, which will give you 2 to 5 games at a discounted price every time you visit the website. But the catch is, you don't know what the games are. And if you buy them not knowing what they are, you'll get a 50% discount. Or if you reveal them, you'll get a 15% discount. A nice touch as well is that once you've signed up, you'll have a unique ID, so you will not get repeat games pop up in your discounted bundle, meaning you'll have a new different game every single time. But unless you bought them all, obviously. A great way to save some money and see what's out there in the VR space that's not on the front page of the Oculus store or the SideQuest store. There are some great games in this bundle that are available and I'm sure you're going to love some of them as well. Next is Synth Riders DLC. When you hear the name Caravan Palace, what comes to mind? Is it a gypsy kingdom perhaps? Or is it a huge French music artist? Well, Synth Riders and O-Shape devs have teamed up to bring us a new synth experience, which admittedly, these experiences in Synth Riders are incredible. They've done this collaboration a couple of times as well, so it's nice to see a collab between studios that are making effectively competitive games. The DLC is a 5-song music pack that brings songs from Caravan Palace, such as Lone Digger, Wonderland, which is going to be the VR experience, Miracle, Rocket for Me, and Tattoos. And in O-Shape, they're bringing a new stage inspired by the Caravan Palace aesthetic, so retro cityscapes, mechanical bots, those sorts of things. If you guys own the game and you can also use Live, there is a competition running now until the end of July for you to send in your best clip for a chance to win $500. So I'll leave a link to that down below in the description for a chance to win. Next is Rezzil, a perfect time for this game to be announced to be coming to the Oculus Quest as England are in the Euros final. A version of this game is available on Steam VR already. Rezzil is a football/soccer simulation where you'll put VR trackers on your feet to track your legs, which will then simulate your character in-game kicking and controlling the ball. But that is Rezzil 21. What's coming to the Oculus Quest is Rezzil 22. And this will be a fitness title that has a bunch of exercises that are going to improve your coordination using your hands and your head. I guess the devs expect a combination of fitness training with Rezzil 22 on the Oculus Quest with the actual practical use of those skills that you've just learned in Rezzil 21. They said this has also been tested with elite sportsmen and women too. And if you go to their website, they're sponsored by Adidas, so it has some kind of clout. This is going to be releasing in the summer for $15 or around £12, and a new fitness game I like, because they can get repetitive and boring, so I like trying new ones. And next, a huge piece of news, a massive piece of news that will get any VR lover excited or any Quest hater on the edge of their seat. Lynx are going to launch a new headset that is going to be under $1,000 and expected to be priced around a few hundred. This is going to be available via Kickstarter in September, which is going to be for consumers, because normally they only did enterprise. And they're expecting such a low price point for the consumers as they're going to make money and subsidize it via the enterprise routes, which is great news for us. And they also made a statement which made me chuckle because it's kind of true. So on the privacy side of things, on the open ecosystem, I don't see a lot of good things happening. I don't want to live in a future where VR is Facebook reality. So previously, this company had a headset for $1,500 and it had such a small form factor and great specs. But the part that really blew me away was the lenses. It used 4-fold catadioptric freeform prisms, which is a mouthful in itself, but this allowed for such a small headset, which meant it was also lighter. We also saw the Lynx headset with a high definition color pass-through, which allowed for mixed reality content, and that was really, really impressive. It's been confirmed that this headset is also going to contain ultra elite technology, so it is going to support hand tracking capabilities. It will have a 1600 by 1600 LCD display with a 90Hz refresh rate, so nothing incredible there, just kind of standard, but it will not ship with controllers. although the headset is going to be supported by the Finch Shift remotes. This is going to help drop the price point of the headset on Kickstarter too. The headset's going to run an customized Android operating system and will eventually support OpenXR applications, which means more content for us as devs can easily port their games from one system to this one. But for now, it's going to require the use of its own Lynx SDK. They're going to be showing us some gameplay soon as well, running on the headset over the next month or two, and I'm really eager to see this. It is running on an XR2 chip as well, just like the Quest, so I'm not expecting much difference. The headset will support SteamVR via a USB-C cable, much like the Oculus Link does, with virtual desktop support coming in the future, so you are going to have a wireless solution. I'm definitely going to have to grab this device to try it out and hope it delivers, so it gives us options in this space as a consumer. So stay tuned, Kickstarter is going live in September, and shipping is expected in February 2022. The next big single-player experience is now available, Sniper Elite VR. I still haven't been able to play it, but I've bought it, but I've just been so busy. I can't wait to dive in tonight and play this. So I can't comment on the ins and outs, but I can share my research on some of the information and some reviews that I've been checking out. So Sniper Elite from Rebellion dropped on the 8th of July, and in it you're going to embody a World War II sniper from the 1940s, and even though the name says sniper, you are going to have access to pistols, machine guns, grenades, and the like. I have seen there's some nice nuances in this game as well, such as using the environment to cover up the noises of your sniper shots, to allow you to remain stealthy, much like Shawshank when he's banging that pooey drain. The game is known for its kill cam as well. Once you get a great shot, you're going to follow the bullet, and it's then going to go into an X-ray view, and you can see the carnage that you've just bestowed upon the stranger before you. The campaign for a virtual reality game has an impressive 7 hours of content according to VR Focus, making the price point of $22.99 or $30 pretty great, and the fact that it's cross-buy as well, so you can play this game with the improved visuals on PC if you've got the power. Although it does seem some reviews people feel this game is kind of repetitive at that length. But either way, I'm really excited to play tonight, and let me know if you've played it as well and leave your thoughts down below in the comments section. Another game, Ragnarock, coming this summer in less than a week's time actually, so expect Ragnarock to come to PC and Quest on the 15th of July. And as you can tell by the name, it's going to be Viking themed, but it's by a French studio called Wannadev. What a great name. Which features rock and metal music, where you are the captain of a Viking ship and you are racing against other players online, up to 6 players, in a race to the finish line. But to win, you have to hit drum ruins coming at you to the musical beat, and the better you do, the better you do in the race. It's really great to have this neck-and-neck competitive multiplayer action. It always gives me more vigor and determination when playing these games. It does have a single-player mode as well though, where you can compete against ghost players times. The title is going to include crossplay, so if you're on Quest or on PC, it doesn't matter, you can remain friends. So $25 on July the 15th. And I've got more games now. Maybe I should have just called this a Games Coming Soon video at this rate. I've got so many titles here. So this one's called Disc Ninja, and I love this idea. It's a great one for VR. It's basically golf, but with a frisbee. So this was released on Steam last year, but it is coming to the Oculus Quest this year, and it's set in Japan, so it has some stunning environments, 15 of them in fact, and you have to throw your disc and get it to its endpoint with the least amount of throws. Each level has traps and secrets, so it adds some replayability for you to find them, to improve your score. And there are also cosmetic items that you can find and unlock, so you can customize your disc and your character. So it gives you an objective whilst you're playing as well, which some games need. But the icing on the cake for me is that it has a PvP mode, so you can play against up to 4 players and even make a disc clan. So this is coming to the Quest August 5th for $20. This one, an App Lab update is coming. It's going to change the store slightly, and this should be occurring later this year. So this is going to allow developers to add DLC for their games and enable in-app purchases. And I'm sure Facebook's going to get a cut of that money, but it's great to know that devs are potentially gaining a revenue stream as well, or we can get more content for games that we love on a store that is less restrictive, as currently add-ons are not enabled for App Lab content. Road to VR reached out to Facebook and asked them about this topic, and they did respond saying we're actually working on adding support for in-app purchases in App Lab, and are aiming for an update later this year. And the benefit of this change can be explained with an example such as Gorilla Tag. This is a free game, but it's a multiplayer title and a big one which has costs associated to maintaining it, the servers and the work of the game, so it can scale. In-app purchases for this game where players can buy cosmetic items can support the title and make that possible, but currently you can't do that yet on Quest, where the majority of the player base is. So it's great to see that App Lab is becoming more like the default store just less restrictive policies. A game I'm really excited for called Ven has had more gameplay revealed, more in depth, as last time they showed us some early alpha footage for Quest and we saw some dynamic shadows, which is one of the only games on Quest to actually implement that. The devs have posted some new footage on Reddit saying certification of Ven for Oculus Quest is in progress. At this moment, Oculus have detected a very small amount of bugs, so we're on a very good way for release. That's why we have prepared a gameplay video directly from the Oculus Quest 2, and we hope you like it. And I love the look of this game. It's like Crash Bandicoot for virtual reality. This is expected to be released in Q3 of this year, pending the Oculus approval process, so hopefully no hiccups occur. But the game just looks so polished from the gameplay that they've shown us, and I love godlike views and platformers, so I'm pretty pumped to have a discount Astrobot, let's say. Next is Zero Caliber is getting an update. This game's getting an update for its AI and its visuals. As on launch, I did show off this game and I had so much fun playing it, but a lot of you did say, this looks like an N64 title, the visuals are painful. Well, the Nreal devs recently posted on their blog stating an update is coming that's going to bring the visuals closer to the PC version. So they've updated the weather effects, the frosting in cold weather, better explosions, better bullet impacts, and better muzzle flashes to make the game more immersive. The AI, which you also slated, has been updated to be a lot smarter and react faster, so you're going to have to up your game. They should no longer have soldiers with an IQ of 50 running around. They will find better angles in cover, aim better, and sprint with a sense of urgency. Also a mention in this blog of the future promise of B-haptic support coming soon. Oh yes! So if you've not played this game yet, I did love it, it just didn't look great. So a reason to dive in again, it seems. And finally, this story I had to comment on because we had been all over it on this channel discussing the ins and outs of the Facebook ads, and it seems Bosworth did respond to the issue during an AMA. As us, the community, we stood strong and voiced our opinion, and we actually made some changes. And Bosworth was saying that he didn't believe Facebook communicated very well what the plan was with these adverts, and the fact that they were supposed to be in context with the games and relevant to you, giving Facebook and developers more revenue without it breaking your immersion and being something strange like playing Blast On with an advert for Sudocrem. He did a much better job of it explaining the adverts than Facebook did, just off the top of his head. So by the sounds of it, it doesn't seem like this is the end of the ads, but I do urge you to watch the video. I'll link it down below. It gives a really good, well-rounded answer and insight into the vision of Facebook, although take it with a pinch of salt because he obviously does work for them. So anyway guys, that's it from me today. We are back and it's good to be here, so please leave a like and a comment and I hope you have a great one. Happy gaming guys. Good day.